Hello everybody, this is Clive@5 and you are watching Most Embarrassing Replays. Thank you so much for joining me today on the show where you send me your embarrassing replays. I watch them, commentate them, and put them up online for everyone to see. And if you'd like to be on the show, please send your embarrassing replays to replays@poweroverwhelming.net and we'll get you on the show. Right now we're going to go ahead and get into the first match, so stay tuned. Hey everyone, welcome to Most Embarrassing Replays. I've been kind of dreading doing this replay just because I've been told that is extremely long. That is 57 minutes of game time. Now, game time is not one-to-one with, Babylonian minutes, but still a pretty freaking long game, and I try to keep episodes down to, 30 to 45 minutes each. So, as a result, this is going to be a one replay game, and I'm going to be looking for opportunities to fast forward wherever I can. Well, would you look at that? This is a matchup between Maxwell, the Red Terran in the top right-hand corner, and Much, the Protoss. Certainly this can't be much of the Brood War fame. Let's just check the APMs. And just as I suspected, no. This is not much of Brood War fame. So, alas, we will be not seeing pro game caliber play at this in this replay. In fact, what I'm kind of gathering from these APMs is that we're looking at bronze, maybe silver level play, which is exciting in itself because, hey, there can be some really embarrassing fun things that go on in these caliber of games. So that's what I'm hoping to see. So I'm going to keep my fingers crossed for that. And what else can I say? Most embarrassing replays. Let's see. I need your replays. If you have an embarrassing replay, please send that to, let's see here, replays@poweroverwhelming.net. And we'll try to get you on the show. What else is going on here? Nothing? Just as I suspected. Wait a second. 2 gas. No racks. Awesome. Okay, so this is definitely like rudimentary players. This is excellent. I'm going to enjoy this game, I feel. Much scouting, layer cross positioning, so he will be able to see what his opponent is doing rather soon here, and already I'm pretty bored, so I may just hit that fast forward button pretty soon. Especially since it'll be a while before Max is able to put down any units. That's Max Wariel. That's a weird name. I'm just going to call him Max, or Maxwell, because that's a lot more normal. So Much trying to hide this probe in the corner of his base, see if he can scan, not scan, but scout out later on whenever he decides to pop back in like that. Max producing a reactor for that barracks, and I'm going to guess that he's going to produce a tech lab for this barracks just so he can get the upgrades. And, Marines and Marauders with a single reactor, that produces a pretty nice ratio of, those heavy-duty Marauders to those, that flood of Marines. Orbital command going down to in a really not conventional timing, but hey, who expected that? So actually no, just producing a marine from that second barracks. In the meantime, 4 gateways going down for Much, just now starting that warp gate tech research. Has a bunch of chrono boost in the bank too, so it looks like he's really going to try to plug out that cybercore the warp gate research and probably go for an aggressive 4-gate push. We'll see if he actually ends up putting down a pylon somewhere around here, and that Marine probably just gonna stand there and contemplate life for a while. Well, I lost the probe, but there's so much more for me to do here. I could go take a look at these bushes, or I could fast forward the replay a little bit because honestly nothing's happening. Let's see. Oh, there's a bunker at the front of Max's base, which is a smart way to go, especially to protect against an aggressive 4-gate push. But one bunker is typically not enough. I've found against a super aggressive Protoss push, especially when I'm busy microing, say, Banshees and whatnot. I just cannot keep that front door. Alright, we got stuff happening here, folks. Keep that front door protected. Looks like there's a bunch of Stalkers here. More coming in from that first pylon. More going to get warped in here, looks like, any second. And if that bunker finishes, Max could be a little bit safer, but they're kind of far apart. No, Stalker's going to move in, take down that bunker, it looks like. And Max might be putting one at the top of his base. That should be pretty secure. But in the meantime, should Much decide to push up at this point in time, he actually might prove to do pretty well. Just poking up with a single Stalker at this point to see what's going on. Sees those two barracks going down, bunkers going down, and decides to push Stalkers first, even though he has those. Nope, gonna pull back. The Zealots should probably be in front since they won't be able to get past the Stalkers when the Stalkers are on the ramp. And he's gonna allow those bunkers to finish up. Tank on the scene too. Siege Tech research just started actually. A few Banshees coming down too, so looks like he's been able to use all that gas that he stored up from the beginning. That's gonna have to be a build that I try sometime. Super gas in the beginning, and see if I can end up using it quickly before my opponent utterly destroys me. So now moving those Zealots up in front to get access up the ramp and producing another. Well, oh, I see, because he was supply blocked. So the smart thing to do is to produce another pylon near your opponent's base. So now Much able to push up the ramp, and it's going to be able to. Well, no, going to stand there and take damage from all these bunkers like an idiot. Come on, dude. Okay, now let's think about this. You can stand here while these ultra-fortified Marines fire away from you from these bulky buildings, or you can run past here, force him to come to you, move the Marines out from the bunkers, and kill everything. You know, it's your choice, really. But why not just let all your units die? That's cool. So anyway, Much continuing with the same strategy. The same failed policies of the past 4 minutes. You like that one? That was a parody of you, Obama. Every other sentence out of that guy, seriously. I'm not going to get into politics right now, but come up with some new slogans, right? You know, I'm all for change, but let's change up our slogans. All right, Dark Shrine coming down. Who knew that Most Embarrassing Replays could be so political? Am I right? Dark Shrine coming down, and Max probably won't be able to. Well, what am I talking about? He's got missile turrets up here in the front door, so those DTs will be easily stopped. In the meantime, though, he has a bunch of Banshees out, scattered around. He should really be going for Cloak because what does Much have to stop a Cloak right now? Nothing. No observers. No. Not even a forge for cannons. Cloak Banshees could be absolutely devastating at this point in time, and thank goodness he's actually starting to research it. Hey, I called that one. I can predict what Bronze players are going to do, folks. That's the first step in terms of becoming a good commentator, because I still can't figure out what pro level players are going to do, but I can still think close enough, like close enough to a Bronze player to predict that, hey, he might actually go for Cloaked Banshees here. Well, now that nothing's happening, I'm going to fast forward it for a while. And Much putting down Nexus in sort of this, well, really awkward third location. This is typically where one puts their third base, just because it's not the most easy place to defend. By ground, it's, you know, actually a really far away base. By air, sure, it's pretty close, but by ground, it is not. And now, oh, utter destruction. You know, I even saw some Zealots poke up and say, and, you know, get shelled away at just to see what was up there. And for some reason, Much decided, yeah, I think I can break down that front door. But you see, no, he in fact cannot. And now these pylons, which, you know, were conveniently stashed away at, you know, his opponent's main base, because Much being so headsure thought, you know, this is going to be an all-in attack. I can take down my opponent now. It doesn't matter where I put my pylons. I'm just going to put them all here. There's absolutely no way that a heavily turtling Terran is going to be able to repel my push, especially since he has sieged tanks, which I scouted when I walked up his ramp with a Zealot. But no, what was I thinking? You know, that was just silly. So anyway, well, and also silly of me to think that, you know, these pylons would actually get taken down by his opponent. But anyway, finally we're starting to see these Banshees move out. And still, finally, thank you, robotics facility. But Max decided to sit here, have a Banshee convention, not really do a whole lot with it. Yeah, so here goes that fast forward button again. Do something. Nothing coming from this Twilight Council either. Hey, moved a little closer. Is anything going to happen? Finally starting to move out, take an expansion of his own. And no, now there's an observer ready. So, way to go. You totally missed the window. Oh yeah, that's right, I had Banshees here. Now we're gonna cloak, move into the back, and wow! That mineral line is deserted. Did he move all the probes over here? Oh, I went to normal, didn't mean to do that. Anyway, gonna lose all these Banshees because there's an observer there, and bye-bye Banshees. Taking down that Nexus, not that he really needs to. And why is he putting that Nexus back? He's not gonna mine the minerals, he already moved his probes away to his next base. Why? I don't get it. Anyway, one Banshee left. Gonna be able to have free reign on that expansion. And eventually these Stalkers are gonna make it around to attack this Banshee. And now nothing's going to happen for the next 5 minutes. So here we go back into fast forward mode. Hey, check that out. A third going down for Much looking to take the economic lead, it looks like, and Blink being researched as well. So, gonna probably see more Stalkers. And Stalkers, I guess, versus Blink Stalkers versus tanks can work all right. Honestly, I prefer Charged Zealots to Blink Stalkers against tanks. That's just my personal preference, though. I especially like when you get units like Zealots up into your tank, your opponent's tank line, and you know the other tanks do splash damage against those tanks. Wow, 2 command centers here. So maybe we'll see what sometimes I see players do is turn one of these into an orbital command and the other one into a planetary fortress to protect that orbital command, so that you can, you know, reap the battle cruisers. Reap the economic benefits of that, and wow, that's awesome! I should have expected to see battlecruisers from, you know, a bronze level game, but that's fun stuff right there. Both players roaring away at 3 bases, and you know, Blink Stalkers against battlecruisers actually do pretty well. Ooh, scan going down. And why are there Colossus here? I'm not quite sure. There isn't really any units for the Colossus to kill. There's not a whole lot of infantry here, and I suppose with the Thermal Lance upgrade, they do pretty well against tanks. But again, I prefer other units like Charged Zealots. Looks like Much might be getting prepared to attack here against this heavily fortified turtling Terran, whatever you want to call it. Another Ninja expand going down to the bottom left for Max. Well, all sorts of Ninja expands. Oof, these Stalkers are going to meet a rude end. Nope, gonna run away from these bulky battle cruisers. Yeehaw! I guess not going to try to push the front yet. Glad I've kept this on ×4 for as long as I have, because honestly, nothing is going on. Hey, there's some upgrades going on. Whoa! Is that level 3 ship? These are going to be some truly epic battlecruisers. They are 2-2 right now, and they are going to be 3-3. Oh, no. I guess that's not 3-3. It's only 3-3 because they have 2 laser cannons. Ship plating still at 0, by the way. And nothing going on. Wow! So many battlecruisers with level 3 weapons. That's crazy. Now, finally, level 1 ship plating being researched. And honestly, nothing going on. Okay, finally an engagement, and here come the... Wow, the Colossus is actually doing quite well. Looks like the front door might be taken down because at that precise moment, Max started moving his battlecruisers south, so it looks like Max's main here is going to be pretty vulnerable, and hey, would you look at that. Storm against battlecruiser, probably the worst utilization of Storm. Storm against the SCVs, now that's actually a nice move right there, so... Okay, well, with one hand, I will insult you a little bit. Critique you. Okay, I'll critique you. With the other hand, I will give praise where praise is due. So it looks like we're actually looking at a base trade situation. Max with all these level 3 battlecruisers going to be barreling down on Much's base here. His many bases along the way, and, well, good thing Max has essentially 2 mains here. Look at this. Look at all this garbage. Well, it's going to work out in his favor because he's going to be able to continue to produce here. Still doesn't have a whole lot going on. Look at all the minerals he has in the bank. These should be full of battlecruisers. You should be queued up here. You have 7K in the bank, dude. Use it. A lot of Much's infrastructure being taken out. No. Do this up. These are going to try to start recharging their shields. In the meantime, Much, he knows what's going on here. I think has he scouted that top base? No, he has not, but I think he can guess that there's something going on. He's seen that bunker there. I don't think these guys are going to last long enough. So now here come all the battlecruisers and a string of stalkers to take care of it, but it's not all the stalkers, and those stalkers won't be sufficient to take down the battlecruisers, not by a long shot. Even with help of Templar with Storm, not going to do a whole lot. And wow, you can just see how quickly stuff is getting taken down in this base. Nope, he is in fact going to engage with part of that army, and as expected, it's going to go down pretty easily. Futile storms on those battlecruisers, and they're going to continue to rip up the base of Much here. In the meantime, Much moving in, actually able to take down those battlecruisers, and probably the rest of these starports as well. Oh, he lost his fusion core. That's sad. Forced to produce Banshees instead. Oh, there are 2 planetary fortresses here instead of an orbital. So, ooh, that fortress is gone. And honestly, so is this next one. Especially since Max isn't bothering to repair it at all. So, there we go. Max's economy in shambles. Oh, you know what? I take that back because thank goodness he threw down that ninja expand in the bottom left-hand corner. So it looks like Max doing pretty well down here, despite the fact that he's not really utilizing all of his units. And this is definitely going to come down to an elimination race. One of those battles for the ages. And that's quite a ferocious looking Protoss ball, honestly. With Blink, they stand a pretty good chance. However, Max does have some Ravens with full energy, and these Ravens can throw down point defense drone and basically nullify this entire army. So we'll see if Max knows how to use point defense drone, because if he does, Much is going to be finished here. Here comes the engagement, Much moving in. And no point defense drone going down at all. And instead, Raven's just going to suicide. That's fantastic. And he has Yamato Cannon, he just hasn't been using it. I love Yamato Cannon. Now he's using it against the individual units. It sounds fun, makes a cool noise, destroys things pretty easily. And wow, you know, Maxwell is actually going to come up ahead on this engagement. I thought that Much was going to have the upper hand with those Blink Stalkers, but looks like he's actually going to do okay. And, you know, oh, I was just going to say, Much is going to be revealed here because he doesn't have any Nexus left. So, oh, there's another Nexus in a really odd spot. Why would you build it there? Maybe because this pylon was in the way? Not sure. Nevertheless, Max has vision of these buildings that are around the map, and with these battlecruisers here, should be able to take care of it. And wow, that's a lot of bunkers. Barracks, rather. Barracks, bunkers. You know, I have a tendency to call bunkers barracks the wrong thing. See, I just did it again. Last replay, I think I called a bunch of gateways. Well, I called a bunch of barracks gateways. When in doubt, build more bunkers. That's the way to do it. Oh, see, this gateway was down to like 35 health. He should have just finished it off when he had the chance, but no, he had to go attack the main base. What's he doing right now, honestly? Oh, he's responding to an attack on his yet new main. And with all these barracks here, Max has failed to produce the requisite Marines to deal with this, honestly, small army from Much. He has battlecruisers, which can, you know, certainly take out Zealots, but nope. He's going to allow every single one of his SCVs to die. Confirmed. Every single one of his SCVs are dead. And allow these flimsy Marines to get totally taken down as well. You have units that attack air to ground. You can fight them against units that can't attack air, and you're safe. What are you doing? You people are pretty infuriating sometimes. Alright. I gotta be a little bit nicer. I was a bronze player once for a minute, and then I got up to silver, which I was for a little bit longer. That's because I was trying to play random. That didn't work out too well. Wow, now Much has 6 gateways, which he's immediately able to warp into warp gates and produce 6 stalkers, which he can use to blink against these weak battlecruisers. Oh, well, the battlecruisers have Yamato cannon, so watch out. And also, look out for these unupgraded Marines, 0-0, no stim, no combat shield. You know, I think this might actually be Much's game at this point if he's able to continue producing units, which he is. This is just unbelievable, people. Marines roving around trying to take down Much's buildings while he still can, and I mean, I guess there's still some hope for Max, but he's going to have to, you know, really be in the right place in the right time with the right units, and the quicker he attacks, the better, because Much is able to continue producing. This guy has Max's 4K in the base. He should be producing like mad right now. Instead, well, he's supply blocked. He hasn't produced any more SCVs. Oh, he can't produce any more SCVs, so he has to let some of his units die, I guess. This is just such a weird situation. Oh no, battlecruisers are going to get caught out in the open. Is it going to survive? Stalkers not using their blink, now using their blink, and battlecruiser unoperational. Marine's going to try to move in, and they are not going to do so well. Excuse me. Look at that, folks. Look at that blink micro against the Marines that aren't even attacking. No Marine fired a single shot. Why were you blinking? Oh, that was cute. Much you're a fun guy. I gotta hand it to you. Now it looks like they're gonna intercept these other Marines that are so hard to finish firing a shot. these are like put on stops, so they don't even fire. There we go again. We're seeing some excellent blink micro from Much. I gotta hand it to him. You know, the blink micro's good. If he was, you know, if he had everything else in order, we'd be doing okay. Nice blink to hunt down those final remaining battle cruisers. Now all that stands in his way is a planetary fortress. And no, you can take that down, please. Blink in there, take that thing down. You'll be fine, especially with the blink micro. When the weak one's out. Doesn't need to, I guess. That planetary fortress is going to go down. Just a few barracks left. Finally, the end of this game is in sight. All the barracks are... minor freeze there. Sorry, I had to keep checking to make sure that my mic doesn't glitch out, because that's been happening a lot lately. I've recasted so many replays lately. I really hope these stalkers can hunt down these barracks, because I don't think I have the patience to deal with Terran units flying around the map. Finally. Okay, so everything is taken down. You suck! You suck so bad! The Kololololo! I love it! Oh, that is that is magnificent. But in the meantime... in the meantime, Max Wariel putting down another command center in the top right hand corner of the map here. It's not gonna last very long. Yeah, I'm playing with you. You're the one that sucks. Yeah, right. You're the one who couldn't figure out point defense drone. Okay, let's just face it. Both players could have played a lot better. Oh man, this is good. I love Bad Manner. That's why I owned you, even though you killed all my base. Okay. Well, that's the end. Thanks to whoever sent me this replay. I'm not sure who it was. Both players played pretty embarrassingly. If you have a replay of your own, please send it to replays@poweroverwhelming.net, and it better be this entertaining, because that was freaking amazing. Thanks for watching, everyone.